right, this is chapter 4. It's about ethics. So my first question is, does EY teach personal ethics or business ethics to its employees, or do you guys learn about ethics or anything about like that?
Yes, ethics are very, very important. So remember I talked about earlier about how we have to be independent, and especially with clients where we serve as external auditor, because we're serving a very, very important role in terms of what they're asking us to do is have an independent third party come in and review their books. We can't have such a business relationship with that client in such a way that would impair or impact our independence. So ethics are incredibly important. We have to be an ethical organization from top to bottom. And yes, the firm constantly is having us take courses and refresher courses and talking about making sure we're dealing with clients in an ethical manner. And in fact, we help clients work. So, for example, we just got an engagement. We're engaged by Kimberly Clark to help them with something called FCPA, which is Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. And what that is helping them. Companies will hire us to come in as an independent third party to make sure that when they're working in a particular country, that they're doing so in an ethical manner. That they're not being involved in any kind of bribes, because companies don't want to be involved in doing any kind of bribes in terms of doing business outside the country. So yes, ethics is very important. We have to be very ethical in terms of how we deal with our clients, and in fact, clients actually hire us to help them making sure that they're being ethical when they're working outside the United States.
Yeah. And then whenever Ernst & Young goes to other countries, or whenever they employ other citizens of other countries, would you say that they hold their standards to the same standards that you have in the United States, or do they lower them just a little bit to accommodate to however different the countries are? Because some countries outsource, and like Nike, we watched a video about them, and they lower their standards a bunch for all their factory workers, and they're in really poor working conditions. But hopefully Ernst & Young does a better job than that and employees in other countries.
No, so yeah, we have ethical standards from each one of the countries you deal with, and all the different. So remember I talked earlier today about member firms. So there's EY US, and EY Mexico, and EY Brazil, and EY each one of the countries is a member firm, and each one of those employees of those firms have to adhere to the ethical standards of that particular member firm they're a part of. And so, for example, I think it's every year we have to do this thing where we've read through the code of conduct. I'm pretty sure it's every year. If it's not every year, it's at least every 2 years where we have to go. Every employee has to go through and read the code of conduct, and then sign off on the fact that you've read it and that you agree to perform under those ethical standards.
And then a lot of unethical practices happen when employees feel like they have unrealistic performance expectations, and you say that Ernst & Young tries to combat that by making fair performance expectations on their employees, or?
Well, yeah, no, every year each employee has to be evaluated in terms of how they're performing, but they're not. We're very, very careful to make sure we don't create a situation where people have to do something unethical in order to achieve their objectives or their monthly or their yearly goals. So it's really, you talked earlier about culture. It's pervasive throughout the culture. You can't do anything that's going to be unethical. We have to be very ethical also in terms of, so for example, even when we're bidding on work with clients, oftentimes the procurement people will lay out a particular process that everybody's supposed to follow, so we have to follow that process when we're bidding on work as well. So it's not just us, it's our clients. It's really permeated throughout the whole way we do business.
And then also, does EY teach a social responsibility to make sure that corruption and human rights or any of that kind of stuff human rights violations or anything like that doesn't happen, and just to run cleanly and smoothly in an ethically correct way of business?
Yeah, and once again, I go back to every one of the member firms has that process where the employees have to sign off on the fact that they agree to a certain code of conduct, and that's a global code of conduct and how we conduct ourselves within our firm and also with our clients.